Hello, 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 beautiful unicorns. Yana Kasperczak coming to you live from Ontario of Canada as your certified professional performance and spiritual awakening core energy coach. It has been my soul's purpose to help women, to help you get your shit together so you can break free from the mental prison you find yourself in and build a life, a business, and or career that you're obsessed with, as you once were. If you think that you weren't obsessed with your life, at least at some point in your life, or with your career, or your business that you're perhaps building, I want you to ask yourself that question again. When was the last time I was obsessed with my life, with my business, or with my career? And when you think of that time when you were last obsessed with one of those or all of those, then ask yourself again, what was different about you? What was different about me when I was obsessed with my life, with my business, and with my career? Because it wasn't about your life, your business, or your career per se. It was about you and who you were and who you believed you were and how you thought of yourself and how you saw yourself. And when that started to change, your life started to change. The way that you viewed and felt and experienced your life, your business, or your career started to change in the ways that you were thinking. You are the byproduct of your own thoughts. And your thoughts lead you to your feels, to your feelings and emotions. So I know this might be painful to hear for some of you, but I, just like you, needed to hear this truth as well and remind myself of this truth. And when I remind myself of this truth enough times, I really start to understand that it's time to get my shit together. And so I started to get my shit together. And it's been 8 years and I continue to do that. And I continue to thrive in those areas and realizing, this is the truth, that you are in charge. You are in control. Your life is yours and you cannot blame anyone for it. If you're still finding yourself in the blaming space or state, then ask yourself why. Because when you are blaming others, one thing I also recognize, it's an excuse not to do anything. It's to say, my life is this way because of this person or this circumstance or that experience that was in the past. Everything is in the past. And so therefore, there's nothing I can do about it. And I posted one question in the group last week asking about what is your biggest limiting belief. This is one of the things that we're really going to be going deep into through the Imposter Banishing Quest that is launching next week. So some of you already signed up and you're already ready to go. I'm going to be actually letting people into the group little by little and getting the momentum going. So for me, because I know I didn't answer that question myself, for me, I had two massive and big limiting beliefs, which were around time, lack thereof. I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do that. And if it wasn't that, it was, I can't. I'm not ready. I don't know enough, or I just simply can't. Limiting me and keeping me in my own my own box, in my own mind. And when I started to really understand them and going deeper beyond the understanding, as you will as well, it started to change and evolve into something different. So that's just a little bit of a warm-up. I am now curious to see what these cards have for us. And as you saw, I am in need of what these cards have for us today as well. Honestly, simply because I didn't get the best night's sleep and I am tired. And this weekend was busy and just full of different things that we haven't done before. And as you can imagine, I've been preparing quite a bit for this quest that we're launching next week, for this program that we're launching next week, because I want everyone who's going through it to really get the best. And I know you will. So this is the card, which is upside down, because are you feeling upside down today? Because I am. My think box is a little slower. I just want to close my eyes and take a little napsy, but I know it is not going to benefit me. So after I'm done, I'm going to go and really hydrate myself. Okay. Spirit. Initiation. Initiation makes me think of new beginnings, new start, and of course, given what I've just mentioned about the imposter banishing quest starting next week, it makes total sense for me and for some of you. But for the rest of you, you're going to be starting something new. You're going to be initiated into something. What is that something is up to you. Maybe you will be, and you will get the message from the spirit as well of whatever it's going to be for you. But pay attention is what I want to remind you. The answers to all your questions, they come to you constantly. And they, in some ways, almost bombard you. Those answers that bombard you, but you're still not seeing them because you're not used to seeing them. And that's normal, because the world that you have been growing up in and that conditioned you is not the world that you're meant to be. I mean, you are meant to be in this one, but initially as a human, you were meant to be connected with all and know all without you trying to sit down and figure it out too much. So, spirit. There we go. I found the spirit and initiation. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Rebecca. Lisa says, I know I'm the one that blames myself. I'm trying hard to better myself than others around me can make it a choice. And that's the other, I'll call it yin and yang, that there are some of you who are level 2, for the lack of better words and description. Some of you already understand what levels I'm talking about. The rest of you will slowly start to understand. Watch some podcasts I have done. Just type in energy levels in the search bar in this group, Heal the Unicorn, Emotional Healing, Spiritual Growth for Women, and you'll see and you'll start to understand the energy levels. So some of you are level 2, where you're just blaming everyone and everything around you, and you're angry about it. And you're trying to get through life fighting, and you believe that for everything that you want to have and you want to keep, you got to fight for. And then the remainder of you are on level 1. Because we're either level 1 or level 2. This is our default go-to when we're really, really low and down. The rest of you that are level 1 is you're blaming yourself. You're shaming yourself, you're blaming yourself, you're beating yourself up, you're seeing all the things that you are doing wrong and how bad you are and how much of a failure you are and how not good enough you are. And here's the fun part, is that just if your primary level is level 2, that does not mean you don't go to level 1. You definitely do. You just spend more time in level 2. Everyone, every single human being is being used by these energy levels, level 1 or level 2, where you're either the victim and you blame yourself and you shame yourself and you're coming from a place of, once again, for the lack of better words, poor me, all these things are happening to me. Level 2, fuck you, how dare you? I'm not doing this. I'm going to win. So these energy levels, they're neither good or bad. They are there. And no matter how evolved each one of us is, we still use them. Or we are used by them. And there is a difference between. Rebecca says, where to go? Good morning. Thank you for showing up every Monday and starting our week, starting off our week with intention. Hashtag light worker. Oh, you're welcome. I really enjoy it because it also helps me to stay on with my consistency, with my routines, with my habits. Because this is this is one of the funnest things that I do that is under the umbrella of Empathy Unicorn Academy. Because this group is under the umbrella of Empathy Unicorn Academy. And there's so much more to it. And it will continue to be more and more and more as we all grow. So, and no matter how tired I am, I still come because it actually helps to breathe life into me as I am breathing life into you. Hey, Katie, how are you doing? Katie says, happy Monday to you as well. Lisa says, we appreciate you and what you give. I am doing great. It's just those fluctuating times. I appreciate you as well, and thank you for that. And I appreciate everything that you do and give as well, especially during our Tuesday calls. And then these fluctuating times, this is part of the roller coaster. Again, just a reminder that, like, not to put more eyes on me, but look at me, right? I am naturally, my energy is up here, but today it's somewhere like halfway here where I am just tired and not fully myself. And I don't blame anyone because I don't even blame myself. I am just in the place of, and this is my goal as well. This is why this is coming up. My goal is to help you come to the same or similar place where I am right now. And I'm not blaming myself. I just simply recognize and become aware of the choices that I have made that brought me to how I feel today. And by recognizing the choices that I've made without, the best way to describe it is without energy being attached to it, without emotion being attached to it, it's kind of like, kind of like that approach where I recognize, and then recognizing what brought me here, I then step back and think, okay, what can I do differently? And identify what I can do differently. What do I want to do differently? Because what I can and what I want are two different things. Going back to one of the things I was mentioning earlier on in the beginning of the video. Those of you who have missed it, you can go and check it out. There's a just itty bitty part. And what I was talking about is one of my limiting beliefs that I used to carry, and it's not so loud anymore, but I can't. So, which made me recognize there's many things I can do. So it's not about I can or can't, but what do I want to do? What am I going to enjoy and love doing? And how can the two connect, depending on what it is, right? Rebecca says, knowing but not wanting what you know is right. Internal conflict. 1,000%. What else was there? Just want to make sure I'm not missing any comments. Lisa says, thank you. Resiliency is everything. Bounce it back instead of allowing yourself to stay. I just love when the low connection comes up and covers the bottom part. Back instead of allowing yourself to stay behind. Yes, lessons and awareness. Yeah. And reminders that we're not meant to be up here energetically, that we're going to have days where we are down and are reflecting back on what brought us here. And once again, no blaming, no shaming, none of those mumbo jumbo. It doesn't benefit us in the long run. It just brings us down and crushes us and potentially crushes our souls. I did a lot. And yes, today is Monday. Yes, I got a lot of plans and have to do's and want to do's, but because I've done a lot, taking it a little bit slower, a little bit easier. Tomorrow is another day. I can get some of these things done today. Consistency is not about you showing up and doing with the bang over and over and over again and doing these 100 things that you put on your list over and over again. Consistency is showing up and doing at least one thing on that list that you say you want to do every day. One for your life, one for your business, one for your family, one for yourself, one for your career. All these different parts of what makes up your life. Do one thing for each one of them, and you are already one step closer. Now, onto why we're here today. The card reading. Spirit, initiation. I'll bring it so you guys can also see it closer, so you see the card. And I like to also hear what comes up for you when you read it as well. This is spiritual practice, initiation, so starting something new, you being initiated into the new beginnings, into the new you, into the new things that you are about to do or started doing already. Okay. Could it be right to go along? Ugh. Could it be right to go alone or join a coven? What is shown? It's a question, right, for you. You want to go and do it alone? Or do you want to be part of a coven, as a group, as a tribe, and do the thing that you say you want to do, that you're ready to do? Spirit calls you to be true. The choice is yours. It's up to you. This magic has worked with harm to none. So motive be, there it is done. As I read it, because this is the reading that I also need myself, and I know some of you need it as well, or ready for it, and this is meant to be yours, is when it comes to the first part, could it be right to go alone, to do something alone, or join a coven? What is shown? Like, what is it to you? What are you being told through these answers that you're receiving from the universe of the questions that you have been asking? And the one thing that comes up the loudest for me right now is what I started talking and will continue to talk throughout and continuously, because I know this is going to be game-changing and life-changing for so many of you. One of the things that I've noticed some women feel intimidated by when it comes to the imposter banishing quest that's starting next week is the fact that it is a group program, a coven, if you will, a tribe of women that is coming together on the same journey to banish the imposter within them, to banish that inner critic within them that is holding them hostage. So because this is a group quest, many are scared, many feel uncomfortable. But Here's what I want to say is, was Rome built by one person? Was the house that you live in built by one person? Was a country built by one person? Was a boat built by one person? Does one person take that boat or that ship from one place to another? No. So wouldn't it be fair to say that wherever it is that you're trying to get to and go, that the biggest challenge you are facing is yourself and trying to do it and everything alone on your own? Wouldn't it be easier to do it together as a team, as a group, as a tribe, where you can lean on more than just one person? When you have more than one person to help and support you throughout all of the ups and downs that you will be going through. There's no ifs or buts about it. This is what life is about. Whether you're going through the quest or you just living your life as is, you're going to be going through ups and downs. It is nature. It is life itself. Isn't it funner when you have those people around you that get you, to understand you, that it can even help you through the process and not just leaning on one person? The answer is yes. I myself have gone through, I'm going to do it alone. I'm going to go and through the program alone. I'm going to do this on my own, at my own time, at my own pace. It is not the same when I said, okay, fine. I'll go and get a coach and me and her are going to go through this together. And then after that, I was like, fine, I'm going to go through the program with a group, with a tribe. And each one was much more powerful. And the most powerful one, where I've experienced the most growth, is the one that involved more minds, more people. Because another way of looking at it, that's our mastermind. Because when you're doing it alone, you have one mind, yours. And you can change it in the way that makes it easier for you. When you're going at it with one more person, that's two minds. That's already a mastermind by just two. When you're going at it with 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever people, you have access to that many more minds. So, could it be right to go alone or join a coven? What is shown? Spirit calls you to be true. Make sure you're true to you. The choice is yours. It's up to you. Okay, now the actual reading. Which is wisdom? The element of spirit is supreme. It is the unmanifested universe. Spirit contains the substance of all that exists. Take a moment to look at where and how you connect with spirit lies most strongly. So just think for a moment how you connect with spirit. Where do you feel, or in which ways do you feel that you connect with spirit the strongest and the most powerful way? To you. It's going to be different to everyone. How do you connect with the spirit? And through all these different ways of how, which one is the most powerful one? Which one is the strongest? You might feel a powerful connection through the gathering of people. And so joining and beginning and being a part of a coven could help strengthen your link. I know some of you attend the Sacred Circle as well, which is a coven every Tuesday, and you feel the magic there. And one thing I will share is that when it comes to a group coaching, especially the ones that I host, they are more powerful than the Sacred Circle. So if you feel the magic of the Sacred Circle, I know you will feel the magic so much more through the quest, through the group coachings that I host. Perhaps you feel a oneness with spirit as you look up at the stars and feel the magic of the night sky. Oh, I know I do. Or maybe it's being solitary and alone in nature. Definitely that's me as well. And maybe in welcoming spirit through the presence of animals and variety of plants and trees that surround you. Which way do you connect with spirit? I know I connect with spirit when I am in a safe group setting, such as the Sacred Circle, such as the group coachings, and even through these live videos as well. And I also connect with spirit when I am alone in the dark, especially at the cottage when there's not very many people around, or almost no people around, where I can, and no lights, where I can go outside and I can see pitch black. And I look towards the forest and I just see the wall that is outside the forest and nothing inside. And seeing all the stars and hearing the water, and sometimes not hearing the water at all, hearing the nightlife. And I can't tell you that I've heard the silent nights, because if there's silence, then I question why. Why it's so quiet? Who's hunting who? What's going on? And also just being in nature by myself. I love that. And this is where I hear and I feel the spirit. No way is the wrong way, for it is your relationship with spirit that is the most important of all. Initiation offers to assist you in making a commitment to walk your true path and honor spirit in whichever way you are naturally led. Helps to know yourself as well. And in the process of getting to know yourself, you will get to know yourself, which is foresight. Make a commitment. Don't worry about what others are doing. Don't take the eyes off your own road, off your own path. This is how you got lost in the first place. You were looking at everyone else, what everybody else was doing. Focus. Focus on yourself, on your growth, and on your own path. Look where you're going. Because if you're not looking at where you're going, you're not focusing on yourself and on your path, you're going to trip and fall. You're going to get hurt. You're going to veer off your own path. And the more you do that, the harder it will be for you to get back on your own path and to even know where your own path is. I know all of us have done that most of our life. Getting off, getting on, getting off, getting on. Just focus on yourself. Like the image that comes to mind is this. Just picture you climbing, just picture a wooden ladder. Okay? And it's handmade and it's really old wooden ladder where you don't have the solid steps, it's the circles for the steps. An actual like wood circle steps. And you're walking up this ladder and it's really, really tall and it's essentially bringing you to the top of Mount Everest. And you see all these people around you as well on their ladders. You're climbing up this ladder. You look to your, and the steps are really close, right? They're not that far off from it. You literally just have your foot to get in there in between the steps. And you look to your left, or you look to your right, or you look maybe above at someone else, or you look below at someone else on their ladder and what they're doing and how they're climbing it. What is going to happen is that you are now not paying attention to where you're going. You are not going to see that the next step you're about to take, that step is broken. It's cracked. And you step on it, and because you step on the one step, now with your whole weight, you're going to slide down. And you're going to break a few more steps. Now, it's going to be harder for you to get back to where you were because you're missing quite a few steps. You got to now climb just on holding on to the sides of the ladder. How much harder is that going to be for you? This is what also comparison is in some ways or many ways. That's why I'm using this image, because I feel like it's very powerful for us to see that how low we can drop when we take the focus off ourselves and our own path, and how much harder it will be for us to get back to where we were, instead of just staying and paying attention to your own path, to what you're doing, to where you're going, to how you're doing it, to how you're getting there, to how you're showing up, how you're loving it and enjoying it, and pardon my language, but fuck everything and everyone else. Because they're doing their own thing, and they are going to be taking the eyes off their own path, their own road, and they're going to be dropping down, and they're going to fumble, and they're going to figure, get their shit together, and they continue to climb up. And some will just stay where they are because the gap of where you were and where you are feels too hard to do again and again and again. And if you continue focus, you will see those cracked steps and you will avoid them. Or if you're paying attention, some of them you won't be able to avoid because those cracks, those breaks are not so easily seen. So what's going to happen, even if you are paying attention, you're still going to drop. But the difference is that because you're paying attention, you'll recognize and feel, because you're present, because you're here, you feel and sense that crack. Your grip will be there and you instantly stop. And you will just fall to the next step below. That's it. And then you just, okay, keep going, keep going, keep going. Or you see that this is a cracked step. Been there, you've done that. Not falling down, you're not getting hurt again. You step over that step and you go up and up and up. And then you reach your Mount Everest. The thing that you did not think or believe you could climb. The thing that you did not believe or think you could ever have and achieve. And yet, you are. Otherwise, you wouldn't even be in your field of awareness. So, seek out a coven in your area. If you prefer to work alone, do so. It's an important part of the journey. You are ready and being called to be initiated into the craft. Acknowledge spirit in all that you perceive, in all that you recognize. It's always talking to you, always communicating to you. Start paying attention if you haven't already, and keep paying attention. And get those answers that you are seeking, that you are needing, that you are wanting, that you are ready to have. Spirit revealed. Within all living beings lives a force called spirit. It is the umbilical cord that connects us to the web of life, known also as ether in some Wiccan traditions or Wiccan traditions. The essence of spirit lies in the center of the ritual space. The ritual tool for spirit is the cord, our shroud that measures the head, heart, and height, which are magically linked with spirit. You are connected to all life, to all beings. And the image that comes to life comes to life in my mind is misceling, how underneath the ground, all plants, especially like the fungi, they're connected. It almost looks like veins. And we are part of that. We are also connected to each living being. We just don't see that energetic cord and that exchange because you don't even see it when you're looking under the ground. They see it because they are connected. They know that they are one, that they are in it together, and they help and support one another. Plants, that is. But we, humans, we have lost that ability way too many lifetimes ago. But we are connected. We are not much different than the fun guy. We just took the funness out of the guy. So we are a tribe. And especially we women, we once helped and supported one another. We didn't beat each other up. We didn't try to bring our sisters down and feel like we're winning because she's losing. If one is losing, all of us are losing. If one is winning, all of us are winning. This life is not meant to be a selfish one and not meant to be a selfless one. It is meant to be a balanced one between selfishness and selflessness. Most of you are still figuring that out. And all of us will continue to figure that out, to continue finding that balance every day in and day out, of where I need to be more selfish and where I need to be more selfless, and how do I want to be, and choosing every day. So that's all that I have for you, all beautiful ladies, for today, with today's spirit initiation card reading. And other than that, I will see you all next Monday at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Time-ish for another one of these card readings that I do live in this group, Heal the Unicorn, Emotional Healing and Spiritual Growth for Women. Or perhaps I'll see you tomorrow in the Sacred Circle. And until then, have an amazing the rest of your day. If you are interested in the Imposter Banishing Quest, reach out to me and we'll schedule a call and I'll go over everything that it is, everything that it includes. And in the end, you get to decide if you're in or not yet. Whichever way is entirely up to you. I never make a decision for anyone, and nor would I want to start that anyways. And nor would you want that. I don't want anyone making decisions for me because I know what that feels like. And I would not wish that upon anyone. So you get to choose, even after we're done chatting, if this is something that you want to do now or perhaps later. Timing is right for some of you, while for the rest of you, not yet. So until we see each other next time, have an amazing the rest of your day. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for being on here, ladies, for sharing yourselves, for chit-chatting with me, leaving your comments below. And I'm looking forward to seeing more comments from the rest of you who are watching it on replay. And welcome to all the new members to this amazing community. And looking forward to getting to know each and every one of you as well. And if we're not friends on Facebook, send me a friend request and we'll become friends. So that way you get notifications whenever I do go live and you don't miss any of these videos that I do in the group. And even in my live, my personal page where I go live on Tuesdays. My lives are always around 11:45 a.m. Eastern Time, just an FYI. Thank you. Kitty says, thank you for this and lots of love. Thank you so much. You are very welcome and lots of love to you as well. Have a magical the rest of your day and till we see each other next time. Bye. Bye, everybody.